When our pride was low, looking at the world like where do we go? And we hate when the killer's dead in the street for show. I met the preacher though, he's getting weak, gun might blow, we gon' be all. Ain't it crazy how music is like the only thing that really transcends time? Like if you take that alright hook, right, and put it back in the 1930s Mississippi and sing it over a guitar with blues, it would sound like that time. But we're not here to talk about alright. We're not here to talk about music. Well, a little bit we are. We're here to talk about sinners. And before I even get into my details, because I prepared notes and all kind of stuff, I just want to say bravo. Ryan Coogler, bro. You have established yourself as one of the best directors in the game. Like you've always been that since day one. But you're only as good as your next film, right? Well, Sinners is your next film, and it's your first original that isn't based directly on a true event or a comic book or a franchise. This was you sitting in your living room. I'm not saying you didn't work hard on the other ones, because obviously you did. Other people could have got them same movies you did and messed them up. You made them as good as you could. Those movies were incredible, all of them. But there's a reason why Ryan's been on the promo trail more than he's ever been before. There's a reason why he gave us that 10-minute video explaining IMAX. This movie is his holy grail. This movie is his thriller. This movie is his baby. This is his like Eddie Murphy coming to America. This is his version. This is his Cloud Nine. You know what I'm saying? He knows what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man. He sat in that living room with his wife, put his foot to the pavement, traveled down to Mississippi, traveled down to New Orleans, touched the soil, and said, I'm talking about this. Our music, our history, our lineage, our culture in a way that nobody's telling it. And hey, to sell the movie, let's throw some vampires in there. Genius, Ryan. Genius. But you know, that's the genius of Ryan Coogler. Now, I saw the movie. I plan on seeing it again because there's some things I still don't have. I saw the movie Thursday night. It is right now Sunday. And since I saw the movie, I have not been able to get it out of my head. So you guys don't know me from a can of paint, but I am. My name is Cam Alexander. Uh, Sometimes I go by my government Cameron A. Verge. You know what I'm saying? But I'm an actor, writer, aspiring director. I've not directed yet, but I've acted and written before. Out of Los Angeles, California. I grade movies based on when I walk out of the theater. Do I feel like I would have wanted to make that? Cause there's some movies I enjoy, and I'd be like, I wouldn't make it though. You know what I'm saying? The fact that I have not been able to stop thinking about this movie. Yes, as a fan, but from a creative point, I'm like, how did you come up with this idea? How did you get this shot? Oh, where you get this information from? Oh, this acting choice, this accent choice, this right here, this scene. That as a creative, my mind has been moving nonstop. The only distraction I've had is the NBA playoffs, and even then, I've been in my phone taking notes. So first things first, I'm gonna rate the movie. I mean, I've I've had a couple of days to think about it. That's why I didn't do my review immediately. I didn't want to feel like I was living in the moment. I have not seen it again, but I'm sitting on a 10. I can't think of anything to take it from a 10. Story 10, acting 10, fashion 10, the cars 10, the music 10. The antagonist, I'm not even gonna call him a villain. The antagonist 10, Michael 10, Jamie 100. Yeah, I got a new crush now, man. That damn Jamie, man. She played Pearline, man. But then I don't know. I think some award shows have awards for like newcomer, like the NAACP Image Awards have the Newcomer of the Year, BET Awards. They don't have that at the Oscars and the Emmys, and I think they should. I'm not gonna lie, because they had Newcomer of the Year. That damn Miles Canton, bro, he got it in the bag. I don't believe anybody is gonna have a better debut than what Miles Canton just did. I refuse. And I don't mean debut as in they've been in TV and this is a break. Miles has never acted before. And you put that performance down? All right, bro. Most definitely, bro. But before I even get into the performances, there's some cultural things I want to get into about this movie that stood out immediately. One of, not the first thing, but one of the first things you see in this movie, you see Remick. Obviously, we know now Remick can fly. He probably was flying and he ran out of gas and he just, right? He's on fire basically. He's the sun's going down. It looked like he'd been hiding. Somebody found him in this trap and he's like, "Let me get up out of here and get in somebody's house." Right? Until the sun go down. So after he does that, he knocks on the door. The white people, he's begging for them to get in. He's begging for them to get in. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know. They let him in. Who pulls up looking for him? The Native Americans. So the reason why that's important, because a lot of people are asking, well, where did the natives go afterwards? The natives were not looking for a man. The natives knew what he was. And they were trying to hunt his ass down before he got too strong. And they said, did you let him in? Did you let him in your house? Because if you did, you made a grave mistake. Because once you invite the vampire in, you were cooked. Now, the reason why the natives are very important right there. Once again, this is stolen land, right? But in that moment, they saw the clan gear, and they said, you know what? We ain't messing with y'all. Like not hatred toward them, but more like, you know what? Y'all already proved that y'all ain't gonna get it. Y'all already proved that y'all bigotry runs deeper than the greater good. So I'll quit you. I'll get to you a little later. And they went and got some shit. They said, we know what's coming. They gonna bounce. So why y'all to see them again? They wasn't trying to be out here saving people. We gonna be out here being vigilant. No, we giving y'all the warning. We giving y'all the bat signal, and we gonna dip. Because Remick was the only one at that time. He was the only one. Now I don't know if he had already been in the shadows of Mississippi, if he just not discovered, because no, that's some shit that was say they discovered it, or he just got there. I don't know what was happening, because I actually, let me see. Yeah, actually, I missed like the first 5 minutes of the movie, so I don't know if they even showed him arrive or if that was his introduction. Um, but my point is, he was by himself, and they knew if we can get him down, we'll be okay. Just let him rock outside, because that was the only house in the vicinity. We was gonna have him. But then after that, another cultural thing that made sense to me. I'm not like skipping over stuff, but I'm just going to the immediate cultural things that stood out to me, bro. The Chinese family owning the store. So some people will look at that and be like, "Oh, well, that's a stereotype. We own the liquor stores and the nail shops and all this other stuff." No, it's not a stereotype. I've learned in the process of this movie that that's authentically their history. They were the ones who bridged the gap between black people and basically being able to get goods. They were the only ones who would sell goods to us. I don't know if black stores existed or what or whatever, but they were the ones. And now, all the way now, who owns the liquor stores in the black neighborhoods? That's actually genius that they've been able to keep that empire going. Yes, it's an empire. And the fact that they were able to be honored in that light. Ryan, salute to Ryan Coogler, because one thing he gonna do is give flowers to other nations, nationalities, and cultures. but he's gonna respect it. He ain't gonna just throw you in there for a token. I'm going to give you a developed story. I'm gonna give you flesh in this story. Even with Remick, the Ireland situation, he's Irish. He was an oppressed. You know what? I'm gonna actually jump because I'm talking about Remick a little bit later. Yes, the Asians were the only ones who owned the convenience stores that blacks shop at. Man, not have whites tear it down. Black people have a store, they was gonna come burn it down. That's just what they did. And then another thing, man. Um, when Stack and Smoke saw the what was he, like, a cop or something, whatever it was, the clan member, the they met with him, and basically said, you got them, if you send your clan boys down here, we gonna lay them down. He said, how, the clan don't exist no more. The last scene in the movie, or one of the last scenes in the movie, the clan pulled up. They just wasn't in them sheets no more. Think about that shit, bro. They still exist. They just changed the uniform. That's all. And that's the thing today. When Breonna Taylor and George Floyd, all that was happening, they were in the streets rioting us like we did something. In little khaki pants and the tiki torches and pitchforks and what was the shooter that had the gun, and y'all know who I'm talking about. It's never gonna change. But let's talk about some of the story, man. Like, honestly, let's talk about Sammy, because Sammy is arguably the most important character in this whole movie. Because the movie starts and closes with him, and then it closes again with him in the post credit. So Sammy obviously has the parallels of Robert Johnson. Those who don't know about Robert Johnson, is a legendary guitarist, I believe, a blues guitarist who did not have a lick of guitar skills. And the legend is he went to the what is it, Mississippi Crossroads or something like that, and he basically sold his soul for the guitar skills, and he became one of the best guitarists in the world. Now, obviously, I wasn't there, but that's the legend. That's the story. And I mean, I'm not saying he sold out his. I mean, he did sell out his faith because he was like, I'm going to go chase my pastures, right? I'm going to go after what I want to. But this is why he's the most important character in the movie. His father told him in the beginning, hey, that music gonna get you in trouble, boy. It's gonna get you in trouble. And then to a point where, when you look at it, what did Remick tell him when they pulled up trying to get into the juke? Oh, your music brought us here. Your music, it summoned energies, it summoned spirits. Like when the one scene when he's doing "I Lied to You," and then the building burns. Even though that was symbolic, it was showing the energy and the spirits that he was conjuring up. He conjured up 100 years of culture with that guitar. Even down to the roof catching on fire. The roof is on. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, Ryan, incredible. But again, his music is what brought them demons out. And then I started looking at it like this, because obviously the obvious connection, you got the brothers, vampires, Dusk Till Dawn, right? But this movie is a million times deeper than Dusk Till Dawn. Don't fucking play with me. But another movie that I was pulling from, other than Puss in Boots, y'all saw the eyes. The vampire's eyes was red, just like the what was I forgot the dude's name on Puss in Boots. It might have been Death, but regardless, the other movie I was looking at, I'm like, yo, are we pulling from that? The Little Mermaid. And y'all might laugh at me. Y'all might laugh, but The Little Mermaid definitely has some fucking energy in that story, bro. Because if you really think about it, Remick, all he wanted was this guy's voice, right? But let's look at Sammy. Sammy was raised by power, not a king, but a pastor. Music gifts. He was chasing his manhood. He found love in the process. He wanted freedom. That's Ariel. And then the big bad of the movie, I want your sound. I want your voice. I want those words. I want all of it. I want your gifts. Now, that's basically where it stops right there, but it's definitely in there. So I thought that was pretty clever how Ryan did that, bro. Now it clicked to me at some point that Remick wasn't evil. You know what I'm saying? Remick wasn't evil. Remick was just a guy who was oppressed and he wanted freedom as well. And at this point, now that he's a vent, the only way he knew how to have freedom is to be a vent. And he felt like if I can create as many as I can, we will have our freedom. That was his whole thing. We can be a family. I'm not a bigot. We want black, white. We went and got the clan members so we can go cleanse them. Now his methods are very extreme. But this is when I realized he wasn't evil. When he tells Smoke the clan's coming in the morning to get him, he didn't have to do that. He did not have to do that. Him and Stack. I forgot which one actually said it. But if Stack said it, Remick confirmed it. But if Remick said it, Stack confirmed it. That's when I said, oh, shit. Now, that could have easily been like, oh, he's playing the game to make him come outside. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that's what it was. I really think it was like, at least a fucking heads up. You think you're free? You think they're going to let you have this club? You can join us and we can have any club we want. That's the message he was trying to send them. Now, Smoke is a man of integrity, of morals. I'm not gonna say Stack doesn't have integrity, because he does. But I think Stack was a tired soul of like, damn, man, all this violence, all this war, all this craziness. I just want to be without responsibility for a minute. Temporary, just have a good time. Like, even at the club, when the first night of the club, he's telling his brother, hey, man, these people worked and slaved. These good people, let them have a good time. While Smoke was focused on the bottom dollar, Stack was like, just let them be free. For one night, let them be free. And I feel like the theme of freedom kept coming up in this movie. It was always like, well, what does it cost? Like, okay, we'll give them their freedom for the night, but now we're losing money. Growing up, we wanted freedom from our the shackles of our father. We had to kill him. We needed financial freedom so we could survive. We had to rob. We had to steal. We had to cheat. You know what I'm saying? Delta Slim, amazing character. His friend was searching for freedom. He got lynched. Just because he was looking for freedom. He had gold in his pockets. He had money in his pockets. Got lynched. Mary went outside to get money for the club. She gets killed and turned into a vampire. Sammy, looking for freedom, came at a cost. Got a big ass scar on his face and he's traumatized for the rest of his life. He didn't die, but part of him did. Then he had to leave his family behind. He lost his family. It's just a recurrent theme of freedom in this movie, man. It's fucking incredible. Now let's talk about Michael B. Jordan, shall we? Michael Bakari Jordan. My goodness. It's really like he had some depth that I knew Michael had emotional depth because I've been watching Michael forever. I first started really watching Michael when he was on FNL, Friday Night Lights, playing Vince Howard. But since I started acting, I realized as I was in high school, growing up, figuring out who I was, those were the years he was figuring out his career. His life really changed in 2015 when Creed popped. Like, obviously, Fruitvale put him on the map. But, I mean, as far as a global superstar, Creed did that. I was, like, in 11th or 12th grade when that happened. I'm just trying to find my bearings as a young man, young adult, right? So, I'm literally following his journey as it's happening. But then when I started acting at 17, I went back and watched everything he's ever been in. So, he's shown dynamic range. But in this movie, it is far and away his best work. And stop saying that the other twin was supposed to be Jonathan Majors or that he didn't have to be twins. If Michael didn't play twins, it takes away from the performance. If he only played Stack or Smoke, I'm not talking about him winning an Oscar. I'm not saying the individual performances weren't great because they were. But the fact that he did both at the level he did, I don't know if anybody's going to beat that complexity. the small details between both characters. Come on, man, because Pattinson just did two characters in the Mickey Six, right? Mickey 17. I'm sorry, he just did two characters, but it's not in the same level of movie, and the performance wasn't the same level. I'm sorry, I can't even hate on it, but it's just like what Michael and Ryan did, bro. They hit some type of crescendo, man. They broke the sound barrier with this shit, bro. But some of the scenes that really stood out to me with Michael, man, is the scenes with the women. When Stack, because Stack was being very mean to Mary, and I was like, why at the train station when she first got to the club, her mama died, and they both acting like they don't give a shit, and she basically saved their lives. I'm like, what's the issue? And then Stack reveals, I'm just keeping you at an arm's distance from me to keep you safe. I'm telling you, go past his white. You will have an easier life than to be dealing with these. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with us, and they come down for you. Even when she was in the club and Remick came up, he said, "Hey, is it because how she get here? Fucking worry why I'm in here." You know what I'm saying? So it's just the fact that sometimes, especially in them days, man, you had to be hard on the ones you love because that's the only way you could protect them. Because Stack knew if he treated her with the love that he really had for her, she would have never let him go. Never. So, and then as far as Smoke goes, man, Smoke and Annie, man, they are special. They have this dynamic where they're not really alike because Smoke is more of like a, yeah, whatever. When it comes to the hoodoo and the spirituality and all that, whatever. That shit don't work. Whatever. I believe in power. I believe in money. That's the only way you gonna get what you want in this world. Is if you get your money, you get your power. I ain't scared of no demons. I ain't scared of no spirits. I ain't worried about none of that. Power. That was his whole MO. And that's how he moved. But that woman kept him safe. Even down to the fact when he had the necklace on and you could see Stack tried to bite him. But he couldn't. It was like a fucking repellent. I don't know if she slipped garlic in there at some point. Nah, I'm just playing. But like she was his rock, man. And then when he had to do what he did, man, when he had to kill her, man, it was very sad. We knew it was gonna happen though, because as soon as she said it, I was like, oh shit, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Guardians of the Galaxy. When Gamora said, if they kidnap me, you gotta get me. But of course that didn't work. But this worked. Oh, that was sad as hell. Other scenes where Michael really just acting his ass off. The field scene with Cornbread. That's the other thing. The range of like how funny Stack was, and even down to when little bro Sammy was performing his music, and Smoke was just sitting here smoking, smoke coming out of his nose, chilling, and then Stack on the other side getting it, having a good time, partying, everything gonna be all right. He was having fun. They're just so different. But then in the scene when they went to go pick up Cornbread, when Stack went to go pick up Cornbread, Lordy, that boy said, "We offer you so much money. She might give you something tonight. And when she really see how much we offering, she might even lick your little pecker. You might, she said she might let you put your pecker in her mouth." Cornbread said, "I'm about to whoop your ass." And she said, hold up. How much we talking? She said, "How much we talking?" And then lo and behold, man, Cornbread went to went to go work with him, but he ain't get his. Honestly, it's funny. The funniest thing, bro, when Cornbread died, is it bad that was the first thing I thought? I was like, damn, well, I guess he ain't gonna get no money. He ain't gonna get no nookie. He just. And Corn, why you go so damn far to pee, bro? Why? Fucking Cornbread, bro. Like, you could have been close. I mean, if they wanted to catch you, they was gonna catch you regardless. But the motherfucker be close enough to scream and somebody shoot her, dude. I don't know, dude. Like, I was hurt when Cornbread got, bro. Cause Cornbread was a cool ass dude, bro. And then when he went to go, and Smoke said, "Hey, what Cornbread at?" He said he went to go you went to go drop one. He said he left you by the door. Hey, you think I can handle it? That's when he was looking for Stack, and that fool said, "Hey, go get Stack." And Sammy was like, he gets some nookie. I didn't ask you what he was doing. I said go get him. And what I liked about Smoke, he didn't give a damn. Whatever I say, go. I don't answer no questions. I'm giving you straight commands. Even with his brother, he gave him commands, but Stack just didn't listen. But that was his brother, so it was like, hey, what can you do? But with everybody else, Smoke wasn't fucking around, bro. When Perlene, oh, I'm sorry. Every time I think about her, she's just so. I'm like, black people filmed correctly. You know, when the dark skin just glistens and it glows and it shines, it's just, to me, it is the most beautiful thing on the world. Not just beautiful person, anything, bro. Like there is nothing more beautiful than a well shot black person with the moisturizer in the yeah. That woman's beautiful. I'm just telling y'all. But anyway, when she wouldn't eat the garlic and he pulled that strap out, eat. And Sammy kept trying to defend her. He clocked. I ain't talking to you, boy. Smoke was so dope, man. I just really loved his control. You know what I'm saying? I loved his control. And then what was the Chinese lady? Miss Cho? I forgot. I think it was Miss Cho when she said, "You a soldier? You shot two men for breaking into your truck. They just killed your brother. If there's any time to be a soldier, it's now." A lot of people was mad at her for telling them to come in. But I'm going to be honest with you. If she didn't, she's right. They would have just went and terrorized the city. Remick knows where everybody lives because he got their minds. All you had to do, like, hey, we gonna go to your house first. We gonna go to your house. Your wife gonna let us in. Your wife gonna let you in. Your kids gonna let you in. Your mama gonna let you in. They all gonna let you in. I forgot my key. I left my key. They gonna let y'all in. So she was actually smart because it would have ended what was left of Clarksdale. So she was such a gangster. I just hate that she was the first one to fucking die, bro. She threw the fire and then stabbed somebody through and caught herself on fire. Like, bro, they ain't put up a better fight than that shit, bro. What else I got in here, man? The appetite for original IP, yes. The appetite for original IP is absolutely there. People want to go to the movies. We have proof. We have proof. This movie is proof that if you give them a good product, you give them a good director, and you do some good. This promo has been the best promo run I have seen in a very long time. That wasn't Marvel. I ain't seen a promo this good since the Endgame. As far as like just they were aggressively promoting this movie. The commercials. I go online, the banners everywhere. They on the hot ones. They doing every media outlet. Like the posters are everywhere in LA. Like it's just beautiful. Ryan Coogler did a 10-minute IMAX presentation. People will get off their butts to go watch a movie if it intrigues them enough. The problem is the quality of movie that's being released is the same quality that's on Netflix. So why would I leave and go out there when I could just watch the same quality movie? You ain't getting Sinners nowhere else. You gotta go to the theater to get this experience. And you really gotta go to IMAX to get the full experience. I think 20% of the proceeds right now has been IMAX. I would have never went to the damn IMAX theater until I saw how much Ryan cared about it. I still don't understand half the stuff he was saying. But like as far as like the technicalities of the IMAX, I had to clear it up so nobody thinks I'm mocking his accent, because his accent is fine. I'm from California, bro, so I have no issue. My point is the detail of like how intricate it was he was explaining it. I have no idea what he was talking about. And I still say, you know what, I'm going to IMAX because Ryan cares that much. We're going. It's a romance movie. I covered that already. It's definitely a romance movie. I don't even think Sinners had $100 million budget. That's the other thing, bro. It didn't even have $100 million budget. Come on now. Come on now. It's beautiful. As far as the vampires go, man, they did really good with the vampire laws, man. You can't get in without an invitation. There's a lot of vampire movies that don't honor that. The sire bonds, yeah, the sire bonds. You look how Remick was like the source. Even when other guys got turned by other people, he was the source. So he was able to control them in that river dancing scene. Also, man, shout out to Jumpin' Jack. What's his Jack O'Connell? Jumpin' Jack. That motherfucker hit that river dance so clean. He was so good in this movie. Delroy Lindo was so good in this movie. Us a few other names I can't remember, but my boy Omar Miller was so, bro. I want to give flowers to everybody who was in this movie, bro. Like, I would have loved to be a fly on a wall watching them work. Truly, man, such an incredible, incredible movie, man. Oh, Smoke and Stack. Yes, I'm going back to them really quick. Smoke, when Stack was outside, and I tell him, hey man, just join us, just join us, and Smoke was almost going. Like you could see the emotional range that Michael was going through, man. And then again, I mentioned it before, bro. The fact that he was doing these twin days, the days where he was playing like in the same scenes, they did them in the same day. Now they did have separate scenes. I didn't realize there was gonna be so many separate scenes, which I thought was dope because it did make it a little bit easier on Michael. But it was hard that it was like they were together, and then Smoke had a scene, Stack had a scene. Smoke had a scene, Stack had a scene. Smoke had a scene, Stack had a scene. So even with that, mentally checking in, checking out. Now I can imagine being on set. He probably was like, on Smoke days, I ain't really talking to Mary. I ain't really talking to Haley. I'm talking to Boomy. I'm talking to my people over here that fuck with this side. But then the next day, hey, what's the deal? I'm talking to y'all. It's really, bro. Oh my god, I wish I could just talk to Michael, man, and just really get in his head about that. Man, I wish they drop a behind the scenes documentary or something, man. The scene when they were on opposite side of the doors and Stack had just woke up. Said, man, you alright? You lost a lot of blood. Oh yeah, I'm good now. I'm much better. It was just Smoke. That he was trying to be in denial about that. That his brother transitioned. And Annie, man, Annie wasn't fucking around. That's not your brother. If Annie was not there, I mean, everybody ended up dying anyway, shit. But if Annie wasn't there, Stack would have laid everybody down. One, he would have killed Smoke right there as soon as he opened the door. Um, if Annie wasn't there, Cornbread would have got in. Annie was on her. If Annie wasn't there, they wouldn't have got them weapons. Annie was on her shit. Yeah, so if Sammy's the most important connective tissue in the movie, then you got the twins, Remick, Annie. Yeah, that's probably the top five. But it's hard to rank. It's hard to rank importance because I'm telling you, I would say Annie's an important one because I feel like her healing, her mind, saved everybody as long as it could. What's that? It saved everybody as long as it could. Now, obviously, y'all know what happens, man. Once they put everybody out, they got to every last one of them. In that fire pit, man, that was so when he was singing and everybody was dancing and Cornbread's face was hanging off and that was hard, bro. And even the songs, man, there were some symbolism in the music. I didn't write that down because I completely forgot. I'm thinking about it right now, but every song that was sang was like purposeful. And then when Delroy says the blues wasn't forced on us like that religion, we brought this from home and we crafted and we developed it. I want Delroy to get all his flowers, man. 'Cause he's been great longer than I've been alive, bro. He's been great for at least fucking 4 decades. I want him to get his flowers. He deserves it. He's in so many of our classics, not just our classics, classics like Malcolm X is a classic. You know what I'm saying? Crooklyn is a classic. I believe he's in Clockers is a classic. Hell, This Christmas is a classic. Defy Bloods, like Delroy is in all kind of stuff. Give him his flowers. I ain't never seen him at the Oscars. I don't think. I would love to see him get nominated for Delta Slim. He was incredible. That damn monologue in the car when he was talking about his main ace getting lynched, and then Ryan and Ludwig put the damn sound effects under his voice. And then he improv'd into the song. He got so emotional talking about that scene, he started humming a hymn. And Michael watching him go there. And then he's like, and then Michael goes, "Hey boy, you got the guitar back there?" That whole part of the scene, that was improv. When Delroy broke and started singing, that was improv. And I grade movies based on when I finish watching them. Will I make that movie? Would I want to be in that movie? Oh my god, bro! They could have put me in the motherfucking trunk in that car. I would have loved to watch that develop. Ryan Coogler on that day had the best job in the world. There's a few scenes in this movie where I'm like, oh, I know this was like probably the best day of work. Maybe a hard day of work, but like a super satisfying day. Like when they did that scene that crossed all the eras and genres of music. Bro, man, it's the how about the fact that Smoke had a hand trimmer, right? But he always had it. It was always there a little bit. As the movie went along, as he stressed more happened. But what happened is this is what's important about the hand trimmer. It's not that it came out more. It's the fact that earlier in the movie, he would ask somebody for a cigarette. Somebody would hand it to him, light it for him. You know what I'm saying? But then, as the movie goes on, his main guy Stack dies. Well, you ain't asking him no more. And he dies. Can't ask her to do nothing. Then at the end, when he's sitting there with the guns and he's trying to roll up the cigarette and trying to put the tobacco in, he can't do it because he sent his cousin away. He's by himself. That was symbolic of him being by his... Some say he was nervous that he let his brother go. That's possible. But I really think it's the fact that him being alone in this world now. Because when Stack first died, he was shaken too. It was like, damn, it's like a nervous thing, but it's also like a stress, but also like, I don't have help to do certain... This is coming out now. When he laid there with his brother, I was like, mother, get out of it, bro. I was like, do not sit in there. That motherfucker's gonna wake up. I was like, dog, get out. But yeah, even leading back to that scene I was talking about when his hands were shaking at the end. Now, obviously, when he gets shot, he lets himself go because his family's there, right? But obviously, it's what he did before that. He has to do for a cigarette because, again, he just wanted his fix. But when he lets himself go, it was bigger than just them. They were his piece, but he was also aching at the fact he would never live a life with his brother again. Twins do not survive without each other. They don't. Like, if I look it up right now, I guarantee you I can find something that says twins don't live long without each other. How long do twins live without... There we go. The death of a twin sibling can have a profound impact on a surviving twin. Many bereaved twins say they feel as part of them is missing. It also says Loss of a co-twin, especially identical co-twin, was associated with increased mortality, particularly of unnatural causes and natural causes. That's Oxford. It's Oxford. So you just feel like you ain't even gonna fight. Your twin is gone. That ain't your brother. That ain't your. That's your twin. That's you. Y'all the same egg or seed or embryo or whatever. Y'all the same. Y'all just split down the middle and made two of you. Y'all the same. He couldn't live a life without that. And even Stack ended up getting the freedom he wanted because Smoke let him go, but at the cost of what? Lost the sunlight. You lost your brother. You couldn't live the dream. You lived the dream with Mary, but you ain't see your dog again. I know you have dark nights. Well, obviously, but you know what I'm saying? I know it's tough. So, yeah, man, look. It's so much more in this movie that I have more notes, but I've been here for 40 minutes. Let me see what I got in here. Do I have to get to? Oh yeah, back to what I said in the beginning, man. White man said Klan don't exist no more. In the end, they pulled up in plain clothes. The organization might be gone, but the ideology lives. Ryan Coogler, bro, salute to you. You are a genius. Hope I get to meet you one day. Hope I get to work with you one day. Same goes for Michael B. and everybody on that staff and that cast and everything, man. Sinners is. I don't see a movie being better than this. Especially not an original. A book adaptation. You know, if Chris Nolan does a book adaptation or some shit, all right. You know what I'm saying? Scorsese or James like, all right, we'll see. But as far as original, I know nobody's messing with it. So I hope everybody in this movie get the flowers they deserve because nobody's gonna beat it. Nobody's gonna put on a better performance than Michael B. as them twins. Even if your one character is better, he did two of them at the highest level. Remember that when you voting for them in awards, checking them boxes. Remember that. Remember. There was many times I forgot that I thought they were two different actors. Many times this is the first time in Michael B. Jordan's career that I watched him perform and I did not see Michael B. Jordan. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing that I have seen Michael B. Jordan. But it's just the fact that like, oh, that's Mike. Even when he played Killmonger, oh, that's Mike. But him changing his accent drastically changed. Then embodying the people, having the tremors, Smoke, a Stack had a face little twitch, the cigarettes versus the toothpick, the red versus the blue. It was so much detail. He got busy with a beautiful dark skinned woman. It was a lot, man. It was a lot. He said he was gonna stop dying on camera, but the nigga ain't stopped. He had a good reason to go this time. He died twice, Brian. Like, that gotta be a record. We said, hey, Brian, I keep dying on camera. I don't want to die no more. Ryan said, all right, bro. Hey, we just gonna kill you twice this time. we gonna kill you twice this time. Hey, but the movie's 10 out of 10, bro. It's Ryan Coogler's best movie. I don't even know if it's close. That's why I want to see it again so I can have fair. Because I saw Black Panther 7 times in theaters. I saw Wakanda Forever 2 or 3 times. I saw Creed twice. Like, when Ryan makes moves, bro, when he does things, I support to the fullest. Because now he is from California like me. He from Northern Cal, from Southern Cal. You see that SC right there. But he's still one of us. So I support everything you do. But then also the work is great. If the work was terrible, I wouldn't support it. Sinners is the best movie I've seen in years. And I watched the Oscar movies. Sinners is better than all those movies. Sorry. So yeah, man, leave your comments. Let me know what y'all think about the movie, man. Anything that you see me talking about that you have interest in, leave a comment, leave a like, man. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. I should have said that shit in the beginning, huh? Anyway, man, it's your boy Cam. We talking about Sinners. If you got more movie reviews you want me to do, hey, let me know. But I had to talk about Sinners, man. I had to talk about Sinners. I had to get this off my chest. Even if y'all don't mess around. If I look up and this don't have no views, bro, I'm not even gonna care because I'm getting this off my chest because I love the movie that much, man. That movie, man, it's gonna do something to me. It's gonna do so much good for me as far as like my work ethic and my vision and my drive, man. I'm gonna put this online just so when we do cross paths, I'm gonna be like, hey, look at this, Ryan Coogler, man. For the second time, you saved my life. You changed my life, man. So salute to you. Salute to everybody. So again, it's your boy Cam. Peace.